Hi there, welcome to CGK, Curiosities about General Knowledge. Today's video is all about one of the most iconic historical figures, Alexander the Great. In this video, we'll explore 5 interesting facts about Alexander using some of the most searched words related to this topic. Alexander's education. Alexander was born into the royal family of Macedonia in 356 BC. His father, King Philip II, hired the famous philosopher Aristotle to be Alexander's personal tutor when he was just 13 years old. Aristotle taught Alexander a wide range of subjects, including mathematics, philosophy, literature, and science. Alexander was an excellent student, and he became particularly interested in philosophy and literature. Under Aristotle's tutelage, Alexander also became well-versed in military tactics and strategy. Aristotle taught him about the history of warfare and the strategies employed by great generals of the past. Alexander's military education played a crucial role in his later military conquests, as he was able to adapt and innovate on the battlefield, often catching his opponents off guard. In addition to Aristotle, Alexander was also influenced by his mother, Queen Olympias, who was known for her strong personality and political savvy. She instilled in him a sense of ambition and a desire to succeed, which no doubt contributed to his later military achievements. Overall, Alexander's education was one of the most impressive of any historical figure, and it undoubtedly played a significant role in his later success as a military leader and empire builder. Military conquests. Alexander the Great is famous for his extensive and far-reaching military conquests. He began his military campaigns in 334 BC, when he was just 20 years old, and over the course of the next decade, he conquered most of the known world, including Persia, Egypt, and India. One of the keys to Alexander's success was his innovative and adaptable military strategies. He was known for his speed and agility on the battlefield, and he would often catch his opponents off guard with unexpected maneuvers. He was also an excellent strategist, able to anticipate his opponent's moves and plan his own accordingly. Alexander's military conquests were not without cost, however. His campaigns resulted in the deaths of thousands of soldiers and civilians, and his armies were known for their brutality and destruction. Nevertheless, his conquests had a significant impact on the world, spreading Greek culture and language throughout the conquered territories and paving the way for the Hellenistic era. In the end, Alexander's military conquests created one of the largest empires in history, stretching from Greece to India. His legacy as a military leader and empire builder is still felt today, and he remains one of the most celebrated figures in history. Death of Alexander. Alexander the Great died at the age of 32, under mysterious circumstances. He had spent the previous 10 years conquering most of the known world, but his sudden death cut short his plans for further expansion. There are several theories about the cause of Alexander's death. One theory is that he was poisoned, possibly by one of his own generals. Another theory is that he died from an illness, possibly malaria or typhoid fever. There is also speculation that he suffered from alcoholism or some other kind of substance abuse, which could have contributed to his early demise. Whatever the cause of his death, it had a profound impact on the world. Alexander had no clear successor, and his empire was divided among his generals, leading to a period of instability and conflict known as the Wars of the Diadochi. His death also marked the end of an era in Greek and Macedonian history, and it paved the way for the rise of the Roman Empire. Despite the many theories about his death, the true cause of Alexander's demise remains a mystery to this day. Nevertheless, his legacy as a military leader and conqueror lives on, and he remains one of the most celebrated figures in history. Alexander's army. Alexander the Great's army was one of the most formidable military forces of the ancient world. He inherited a well-trained and disciplined army from his father, King Philip II of Macedon, and he further honed their skills and tactics through years of training in military campaigns. One of the key features of Alexander's army was its diversity. It was made up of soldiers from all across the Greek world, including Macedonians, Greeks, Thracians, and others. He also recruited soldiers from conquered territories, such as Persians and Indians, to add to his ranks. Alexander's army was known for its mobility and speed. They were trained to move quickly and efficiently across difficult terrain, such as mountains and deserts. They were also known for their use of innovative tactics, such as the phalanx formation, which allowed them to quickly overwhelm their opponents. Another important aspect of Alexander's army was its logistics. Alexander paid close attention to the supply chain, ensuring that his soldiers had access to food, water, and other essential supplies. He also established a network of military hospitals and medical facilities to care for injured soldiers. Overall, Alexander's army played a critical role in his military conquests, enabling him to conquer vast territories and build one of the largest empires in history. His innovative tactics, diverse army, and focus on logistics continue to be studied by military historians to this day. Alexander's legacy. So, Alexander the Great's legacy is far-reaching and continues to be felt in many ways today. Perhaps his most enduring legacy is the spread of Greek culture and language throughout the territories he conquered. This cultural exchange, known as Hellenization, helped to shape the art, philosophy, and literature of the ancient world. Another important aspect of Alexander's legacy is his impact on military strategy and tactics. His innovative use of mobility and speed, as well as his ability to adapt to changing circumstances, have been studied by military leaders throughout history. His emphasis on logistics and supply chains, as well as his diverse and multicultural army, also continue to be influential today. Alexander's legacy also had a significant impact on politics and government. His conquests paved the way for the rise of the Hellenistic period, which saw the emergence of new political and social structures in the conquered territories. The blending of Greek and local cultures gave rise to new forms of art, architecture, and literature. In addition to his cultural and military legacies, Alexander also had a lasting impact on religion. He was known for his religious tolerance, and he encouraged the blending of different religious traditions in the conquered territories. This helped to spread the ideas of Greek philosophy and science, which continue to be influential to this day. Overall, Alexander the Great's legacy is vast and multifaceted. His impact on culture, politics, military strategy, and religion continues to be studied and admired by scholars and historians around the world. 5 interesting facts about Alexander the Great. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Don't forget to like and subscribe to CGK, Curiosities about General Knowledge, for more exciting content like this.